Hi guys, how's it going? My name is Michael James Wong, and I am a meditation teacher and guide and founder of an organization called Just Breathe, which is an organization focused on mindfulness, meditation, and well-being practices that are so relevant in the real world these days. Now, for the past few years, I've been both a friend and a supporter of the Railway Children organization as a charity. The work that they do is such a phenomenal support to a wider conversation of the need that we can really help to move in a direction to support more people in this world and these communities, especially children. Now, I'm a big fan of really stepping back into conversations that can help us all at home right now, especially in these times of uncertainty when we're not really sure what's going on. And as a way that maybe I can give back to you, or that the Railway Children can give back to you with all the support that you give them, is to share maybe a little insights and a few home practices that hopefully will give you a sense of taking back a little bit of control in the moments where you feel stressed or tense or anxious, whether it's home related, life related, work related, or just the moments where you feel, I'm not really sure, what's going on. I just need to calm down. One of the amazing things that we do now these days as humans is we know the value and the benefit of calming down, of taking a moment to breathe and enjoying or finding a moment for ourselves. But the trickier thing is to find the reason why and to utilize that technique that shows you how. So that's what I want to do today. I'm going to show you 2 breathing techniques that hopefully will help to calm the body or cool the body depending on what you're doing and what you're getting up to. Okay, so the first technique I want to show you, and it's one that's a little bit enjoyable, but also a little bit tricky because it involves doing a few things with your hands and focusing on how you're going to breathe in. It's what we call alternate nostril breathing, and it's something that's really great to help calm you down and soothe you in a moment where you feel a bit heightened, a bit kind of over anxious. I use this a lot when I'm at home, maybe in between emails, in between breaks when I need to kind of bring things back. When I'm not in the house before all this, I'd use this when I was traveling, if you kind of hit a bump of turbulence, or you just have those moments kind of maybe even right before a big presentation or right before a big meeting when you just have kind of that extra adrenaline moving through the body. So the way that I want to explain it is very simple. You're going to use your right hand. So this is my right hand in the context. I don't know how the camera flips it around, but you're going to use your right hand, and you're going to use your thumb and your ring finger. And so what's going to happen is your right thumb is going to go on your right nostril, and your ring finger is going to go on your left nostril. And the whole idea is that you're using the fingers to open and close and open and close and open and close. And by doing this, what we're doing is we're sealing off the nostril so that the oxygen in the air comes through through the nose, up one side or the other. So we inhale through one side, exhale through the other. And I'll show you the pattern in a moment. So try this with me if you want. Thumb to the right side, ring finger to the left side. And you want to think, don't push your nose across the face, just seal the nostril so there's a sense of closure, so you really know which side you're breathing through. It's worth also saying as well that if you have a blocked nose, you might want to blow your nose before you try this, or at the same time, if you have a blocked nose, you kind of just use the corners of your mouth to achieve the same effect. So what's going to happen is you're going to, and if you'd like to try this with me now, place your thumb on your right side and prepare your ring finger for the left side. And so what I'd like you to do, close your eyes because it's easier to feel it this way, is plug the right side with your right thumb. Breathe in through the left. Plug the left side with your ring finger. Open the right side and breathe out the right side. Breathe back in through the right, so you come back from the side that you just went out of. Plug the nostril. Open the left side. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe back up through the left. Plug the nostril. Breathe out through the right. And you can do this a few rounds as you go. You can keep trying it now. And what happens is the one thing you need to remember is whatever side you breathe out of, you breathe back into that side. Right? So I'm going to breathe in through the right, plug the nostril, breathe out through the left. Now the airway is still open. I breathe back in through the left, plug the nostril, breathe out through the right. So it's almost like you're going up and down the mountaintop. And this technique, it instigates the mind having to focus a little bit. It allows the breath to slow itself down as it moves through the different nostrils and through the different channels of the nasal passage, excuse me. It allows you to take these alternate nostril breaths, which invigorate different sides of the brain and give you a sense of calming and slowing and ease. So it's what we call alternate nostril breathing. You can give that a try, or maybe you can look more, research more into it. There's lots of videos, I'm sure, out there on the internet that can help break it down even more. This is just a first opportunity to see what it's like to try these things. So hopefully that was enjoyable, or at least interesting, and give that a try in your own time. The second one I want to show you is something that is what I call the cooling breath, for all those times maybe when you've kind of needed to run around a bit, got the cardio up, you've been out in the garden kind of running around, or you've kind of been in the middle of your room doing a bit of jumping jacks or personal fitness. We build the body up to a heat and an energy, and this breath is a great way to help cool it down quite quickly and rapidly. So what you want to do, and it does look a bit funny, is you want to make a little curl with the tongue. Just like that. Or if that doesn't work, you can make a tunnel with the mouth. And the whole idea, and it's a very simple breath, you breathe in rapidly and quickly to create a cool breath that comes into the mouth and the system. And it's one of those things, it's quite obvious, but this slight little addition to technique. So you kind of make the tunnel, or you make a tight enclosure. It rapidly cools the breath and moves it across the back of the throat, down into the throat, into the system. And you will find, when you try this, that it will cool the body and cool the temperature a lot quicker than you would just by panting with your mouth open and just kind of hoping that the breath comes back. We call this a responsive breath that helps bring the system back into a natural state. So try those two breath works. Maybe there's something that are interesting or helpful or relevant. And this is hopefully a small little offering to give you a bit of support at home. I do hope this served you well with some purpose and some value. And I do hope that you continue to support charities and organizations like the Railroad Children, as well as all the other things out there in the world, because together we can do some great work, and together we're better. Thanks again for listening in. Hopefully this was something that you can take with you back into your life, hopefully at home if you're staying in. Again, my name is Michael James Wong. You can find out more about me on any social pages at Michael James Wong, or on my website at michaeljameswong.com. But more importantly, check out our organization, Just Breathe, where we have the free guided meditation app. We have online courses, content, inspiration, and education. Podcasts like The Quiet Life, which celebrate different experts and inspiring voices around home practices that can support us. There's lots of things out there that we can support you with if you want to look into it and find out more about well-being practices and mindfulness in the real world. Thanks again for listening, guys, and I wish you all the best.